Good day. So I had a guy, he booked a spiritual consulting deliverance session with me. And through this session, I'm able to see if you have any witchcraft that's been placed on you. I'm able to see if anything demonic has attached itself to you. If I see that, I'm able to tell you how it attached to you. And I'm also able to give you the names of the demons or the spirits that I see. So we do the session over Zoom. So as I'm doing this session with him, I'm saying that this guy, he's going through a lot. Now with his situation, it started off with his neighbor. So his neighbor called him one night, and she was with her 2 kids, and she just got back to her house. Now she told him that she saw somebody walking through the house. Of course, no one was supposed to be home. So she was scared to go in, and with her kids, they were scared to go in. So she called to ask him, would he come and check the house out? So he comes over, they stay outside, he checks the house out. Now, as he goes in the house, of course, he turns all the lights on. So he goes upstairs. Now, as he goes upstairs, the lady and her kids, they're outside. So they notice that the lights turn off downstairs. So he doesn't see anything upstairs. So he comes downstairs, and they notice that the lights shut off upstairs. So something's turning the lights on and off. But again, nobody's in the house but him. So he's walking around and he doesn't see anything. So he tells her, hey, y'all can come in. I've checked everything. I don't see anybody else inside of the house. So they come in. The lady is still, she's still scared. So as they come in through the front, they see a shadow figure coming around the corner. So if you don't know what a shadow figure is, it's exactly what it is. It's a shadow. So an image of a black shadow comes around the corner. So the guy, he sees this shadow. So he says, if you want to mess with somebody, mess with me. Leave this family alone. You're tormenting them and you're scaring them. Why don't you scare me? Pick on somebody your own size, that type of thing. So after that, the shadow disappeared. So they walked throughout the house. All of the energy in the house felt okay. It felt calm. It felt peace in the home. So he was able to leave. So the family, they was able to go in the house and everything was okay. Well, he noticed a couple days later that a lot of his appliances started to break down inside of his house. Then after that, he started to get sick. He said it was just different things just happening, pain in his legs, coughing, feeling like he had the flu. It was one thing after another. Next thing you know, his wife gets called in her boss's office, and they fire her. After that, they had a car that broke down. A few days later, after that, their son got very, very sick. So they had to call the paramedics. So the paramedics comes to the house. So and they called the paramedics. They had to actually come out to the house like 2 or 3 times. Each time, they lost the son in the back of the paramedics, and they was able to bring him back. So it was just a lot of stuff that was happening. The bills started getting behind, and things started to get cut off. The wife started to get very sick. I mean, everything just was it was out of control. So he's trying to figure out exactly what's happening, because again, it's one thing after another. He says every time they get money, the money goes out so fast. So He said they had to eventually take money out of the 401k. So they take money out of this. The money is just sucked up. Again, different things happening. Heating system breaking down, AC breaking down. I mean, everything just continuously just breaking down. Cars having flat tires. So he started seeing different things moving in the house, different shadow figures, balls of light that was shooting out of the corner of his eye. So he said he knew something was wrong. He just couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was. So that's what led him to me. So then he started having issues with his legs. So he was able to work, but he was having a lot of pain in his legs, a lot of swelling in his legs. So again, it's one thing after another. The family that, you know, pretty much ran out of money. Everybody in the home staying sick. So he's asking me, like, you know, is there a way that you can look to see exactly what's happening here? Like, what happened? So what I saw was when that night he went to go help his neighbor. And when he went to go help the neighbor and then saw the shadow figure, and, you know, he started saying, oh, if you want to mess with somebody, you know, mess with me and, you know, leave them alone. And, you know, all of the stuff that he was saying to this demon. So one thing that you never, ever do, you never challenge a demon. You never challenge a demonic spirit. Because when you do that, that is the same thing as an invitation. So when I say invitation, you are basically inviting this spirit. You're saying, hey, I want to fight, you know. If instead of messing with them, you know, mess with me. So in other words, you're saying instead of attaching to them, attach to me. So that's what you're saying. So that's exactly what happened. So her home was calm and peaceful. And then his home is turned upside down because that demon followed him back to his house. And so now that demon is inside of the home. And that is why they're having the issues that they're having. Now, you know, all he had to do was say something like, okay, leave, and maybe say a prayer through the home or something. But when you start challenging these spirits, you know, if you want to fight somebody, fight me. You know, that type of stuff. That's something that you never, ever say. Remember, this is a spiritual thing. I don't care how big you are, how tall, how strong, how many guns you got, how many years in the penitentiary you done. It don't make a difference. We're talking about a spiritual battle. And all that other stuff, it doesn't make a, you know, it doesn't make a difference. So anyway, I'll be helping him to remove this demon. It's been so much that has happened. A lot of depression in the family, a lot of anxiety. Everybody just constantly sick. The wife is, of course, she's been trying to get other jobs. Everything's just being blocked, you know, going on interviews, doing great on the interviews, qualified for these jobs, not getting any calls back. And that's what they can do. They can block it all. So now they are attacking his mental, the son's mental, the mom's mental. So everybody's just, you know, things is just, it's a lot that's going on. A lot that they're trying to, you know, that they're trying to fight. So now he's regretting that he went over there. He's starting to feel like this lady set him up. But like I explained to him, I mean, you know, it's okay to go check. But when you start coming at these demons and saying the wrong thing, you gave him permission. And that's how this demon was allowed to attach to him. Now it's attacking everybody in the family. So remember, when you have something that's attached to you and you bring it inside the house, not only is it going to affect you, it will affect everyone else in that house. It will affect your wife, your husband, your kids, your pets. It affects everybody. It attacks everybody. So again, he needs deliverance, and I will help him. Yeshua works through me to free people with this deliverance. My information will be at the top of this video. So if you're having any issues like this, you can reach out, and I will be able to help you with this. Everyone have a safe and great day.